Welcome to the Power Minutes, where we bring you inspiring conversation with extraordinary individuals making a difference around the globe. I'm your host, Rabah Fatma, here to uncover powerful stories, transformative insights, and actionable advice that empower you to create a positive impact in your life and community. Today, I am thrilled to welcome a truly exceptional guest, Andrea Mason, known as your global voice. Andrea is an alumna of the legendary Les Brown, the CEO of Press Play Plan Life According to You LLC, and a best-selling international author of Victim to Victorious. A passionate advocate for empowerment, Andrea serves as a global ambassador spreading hope, resilience, and the message of living life on your terms. And dear, it is an honor to have you here today on the Power Minutes. Welcome to the show. Let's dive into your incredible journey and the transformative work you do. Welcome, Andrea, and my show. Hi, how are you?
Yes, hello, Rabba Fatima. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? It's an honor, privilege, and pleasure to be here once again with Riyan Alawahlas, as well as the community and region of Pakistan and Asia. Thank you so much for having me. Back to you.
Walaikum assalam. Here is good evening, and from your side, I think good morning. Am I right?
Correct. Yes, you are.
All right. Andrea, can you please add more something about your introduction so my viewers know more about you?
Yes, I am a public certified public speaking author as well as speaker under the mentorship of alumna Les Brown, and I also have the empowerment and the excitement to connect with individuals worldwide. How a few years ago I connected with Riyan Ala Awala, and it has just been an uphill journey of Pakistan as well as Lady Ram Fawad. They have shared the bright side of Pakistan and Asia's culture, and it is just admirable of your youth as well as yourself and individuals who are eager to learn, eager to grow, and make great progress. I myself came from a up and coming developing country of Colombia, South America during the war torn drug zone era of the cartel. And I was adopted to America at 11 pounds, 11 months. But I continue to show up and never give up. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you very much. Andrea, we will start from your personal journey and aspiration. So I want to ask that as a global voice and alumna of Les Brown, what pivotal moment inspired you to become a speaker and advocate for living life on your terms?
Excellent, Rabab. It started at an early age. In my young adult, actually my childhood, pardon me, because I was adopted, I didn't look like my family. My family was from American descent, and I was bullied. And people used to push me into lockers, shove me into garbage cans, and so forth. And I had to find a way out. What was the escape that I can resonate with individuals? And as the years went by, I just went through life's adversities and turned it into my own creation of my own identity, of authenticity and integrity. And the pivotal moment that allowed me to become a global voice, a global motivational speaker, was the eve of Thanksgiving some years ago when I connected with the legendary Les Brown, and he said to dream big. 11 pounds of greatness, they didn't know then, but they know now. And that launched my virtual career of speaking on every continent, empowering lives and having great global impact. Back to you.
Andrea, if I talk about your book Victim to Victorious is an international bestseller. So can you share the personal experience or challenges that shape this powerful narrative?
Yes, Victim to Victorious is on its way to be bestseller. I did another book with Les Brown that was an international bestseller called The Comeback. However, Victim to Victorious, Les Brown did the forward. As kindred spirits, as fellow adoptees, we went through adversities in life. And what had became the pivotal narrative was that I was able to be myself, transparent, and share stories of victimization, not only of the victim of the mind, of abuse, bullying in every aspect of my life. So I decided to become transparent, share my stories so I can be the face of change of mental health and empower individuals and let them know that this journey of life is they don't have to walk alone. Back to you.
What does the first press play plan life according to you or mean to you, and how has it impacted your own life journey?
Press play was birthed out of my childhood. After being abused and bullied and outcasted in and outside of school, I decided to find something that I was passionate about, something intellectual and something physical. So I delved into the two aspects of being an athletic soccer player. Overseas, they call it football, as well as creating my own music on the piano at age 4. Music is the universal language that can be spoken in any mood, and especially love. So when I wasn't around people of toxicity or a toxic environment, I would be either playing on the field to help my skill sets in teammates, learning how to work together for with a collective vision, as well as in piano, composing my own music, taking my energy, whether it's toxic or positive, and putting it into a melody for all to hear. That what has inspired my business called Press Play. Plan life according to you, the Elsa LLC business. Back to you.
Really great.
Thank you.
Being a global ambassador, you interact with people from diverse cultures. So, how do you ensure your message resonates universally?
Yes, the past couple of years when the world turned completely virtual or two-dimensional, I was able, as mentioned before, to successfully speak on every continent. And what I was able to learn, Rubab, as you know, as a leader, that even though we have different backgrounds, cultures, as well as socioeconomic status, we are all part of humanity. And what does humanity embrace? Respect, unconditional love, and understanding. And so to become a global ambassador for Africa, I was able to connect with Africa as well as Asian residents, as well as European and Australia, and really find the underlying common thread. People have a story, they want to share it. Some feel that they're walking in this life alone. But as I say, each one of us has a book of life. It's just a matter of which chapter we're in and are we ready to turn the page and write our own story. That has been the mindset behind being a global ambassador. Someone who is brought to America, who was an immigrant, brought to America at such a young age, not knowing her parents, and instilling unconditional love, respect, and understanding with everyone she connects. That really spearheaded my mindset of becoming global ambassador. Back to you.
If I talk about your career and achievements, so as the CEO of Press Play Plan Life according to LLC, so what strategies do you use to help individuals to take their control of their lives?
Yes, as Les Brown says, people's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. You can either be a spectator or a team player. So, in the mindset of Press Play, I create the life transformational journey that helps individuals achieve personal freedom through the healing power of forgiveness. Society says forgive and forget. I say forgive and fail forward. Everything we do in life is a test. Sometimes we pass, sometimes we fail. But we have to look at the failures and losses as lessons, and that will help us endure and get to the next level of success. So, as a leaping or cornerstone for being a leader, and for those who may be stuck or really don't have a sense of direction or feel unworthy because of the life they were given and the cards they were dealt, you have a choice every single day. Through life's adversities, learn how to create your own identity. Remember, there's only one version of you. Make it the best so you can achieve tasks, goals, as well as dreams that you want to aspire to inspire. And then through life's adversities, you have the right certification, and permission to help others achieve it to you. Back to you.
It's really amazing, Andrea. What does true success mean to you, and how has the definition evolved over time?
True success means to me never giving up and always showing up. Many times we want to aspire to have that perfect moment, to have perfection. But you have to understand, as humans, we make mistakes, and we have to have patience and passion with one another, that it's okay. It may not go successful for you as it has gone for others. Success is putting one foot in front of the other and taking constant actionary steps towards your goal. Because if you take small steps every single day, then you have the choice to press play. Plan life according to you. Back to you.
And if I talk about the challenges and lessons, so what were the biggest hurdle you faced in building your global platform, and how did you overcome them?
One of the biggest hurdles that I've challenged thus far in my career with Plus Play, speaking, and book events is that when you have been abused or hurt for some time, you lose trust in individuals. But then the more hurt that you endure and experience, the more pain goes into positivity because you're healing through the process. But what you have to be mindful is when you place expectations upon others, you will always get disappointed. Not everyone is like you, and that's okay. That's what makes you special. But you have to embrace your heart, protect yourself, and make sure you're giving 100% every single day, and that others may not see your vision, and that's okay. You're not meant for everyone, but someone is listening and someone is watching. Continue on the path towards righteousness, for our time is not on our watch. It's on our belief system. So just keep going and just keep showing up. And in due time, success will arrive. Back to you.
So, how do you stay motivated and focused while managing the lots of responsibility, like being a CEO, author, and global ambassador?
One of the motivational components that I put into place every single day before I wake up is gratitude attitude. We're constantly comparing ourselves to one another, especially with social media. It's at our fingertips. We're constantly scrolling and looking at other individuals with great success. But we have to keep in mind, we have, as one of the greats says, a prescription for ourselves. That maybe our vision and our time isn't supposed to parallel our opponents or others in our industry. Do it right. Take your time. Allow yourself to invest in you on knowing you already have the skills, story, gifts, and talents within. And be vulnerable enough to ask for help to remain strong, as Les Brown says. Ask for help not to be weak, but to maintain strength. And that's the key point, because sometimes, especially as women, we don't want to burden others with our problems. We don't want to burden our family members, our employees, or feel incompetent. But what really matters is what you see within. Steve Jobs says it's not easy to connect the dots forward. But if we look back and connect the dots and see where we came from, we have a better understanding of why we had to go through those pains, losses, and gains to get you where you need to. Les Brown says it's better to have an opportunity and be prepared other than have an opportunity and not. Paraphrased. So take your time, believe in yourself, ask for help, but always make sure that you're saying yes to yourself before yes to others. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Back to you.
Andrea, you are really amazing personality and you have a strong positive vibes. You can easily transfer the positive mindset to around the people who are with you. It's really amazing what I'm feeling right now. That's why I'm sharing with you. If I want to know about your when writing to victim to victorious, so what part of your story was the hardest to put into words and why?
I believe the hardest part of writing Victim to Victorious was the chapter of where I lost my mother. It was so difficult. She was my inspiration. She still is my inspiration in my heart. But when you lose a parent of great significance and you've poured all yourself into that one person and they're no longer there, you tend to question the purpose of life. You tend to question your faith and your belief system. But what I've come to learn with gratitude attitude, studying the law of attraction, as well as the four agreements, be impeccable with your word. Do not take anything personally. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. Those four key points, along with the law of attraction, helps me carry on every single day. For 2 years straight, I was going to the gravesite, sobbing, praying for her to return, asking why she was taken at such a young age. But then I realized she wasn't there. She was even closer within my heart. And now I'm even stronger. So if you out there has lost a loved one, a pet, a friend, no, they're not far. They're closer than they ever will be. You just have to close your eyes and think of the memory and carry their legacy on. For if we forget them, we forget the impact they have on us. That was the most difficult chapter of writing, only to realize because of the oppression and the denial that she was gone, it landed me costing almost my life almost 10 years later in the hospital because I just pushed my emotions aside. I became numb. I defined and denied that she was gone. I just dove deeper into my work. Ladies and gentlemen, you must feel in order to heal. And any losses that you've endured, personal, professional, or even in the pet realm, no, they're there for a reason. They're there for a season to have taught you a lesson to love and a lesson of what not to do. Be safe, my friends. Back to you.
It's really sorry to listen about your mother.
It's okay. Thank you.
Yes, and the mother keep play important role in our life.
Mm-hmm.
But you are strong.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, Andrea, your vision and future. So, what do you envision for the further for the future of Press Play Plan Life according to you, LLC, and how do you plan to expand its impact?
Yes. My plan for Press Play, Plan Life According to You, is to take it global and international a step further. The greatest leaders lead from the back, they say, because they don't put themselves in front of their students. They walk beside them every step of the way. My vision for Press Play is to go and travel the world, to shake the hands of my supporters, young, old, and new, to give them insight and show them the face of change of mental health. You don't have to be trapped in your mind. Louis B. Smead says to forgive is to set a prisoner free, only to realize the prisoner is you. Don't hold grudges, ladies and gentlemen. Life is too short. We don't know the expiration date that we are off this planet and into a new realm. My vision is to impact people all over the world to come in unity and share their story and lift and rise up the positive vibration of this world to learn that sometimes the leaders in the world are just working on protocol, programming, precision. Why don't we bring imagination, innovation, creativity, and love? That is what I envision for Press Play, to inspire the minds globally, to have global impact and influence, to live their dreams, to carry out a legacy of love, and to do it together. Back to you.
Andrea, you are really amazing, and this is my first interview that you're giving me. Too much vibes, and literally, I'm out of my mind. I'm just lost, and even I'm just feeling that I don't have any words or any question or anything to discuss with you, because what you are discussing, it's really heart touching discussion, and this is the first time that I'm experiencing. So thank you so much to share this information or your feelings. At this time, I'm feeling that you are sitting with me and holding my hands and discussing with me. So you are giving me a real picture. Of course, you are at this time online or interviewing with me, but that I'm feeling that you are sitting with me and we are having cup of tea. So that's really amazing. You are too
Thank
much
you.
vibes.
Well, I speak from the heart. As an empath, I see your leadership and passion to have impact on the world. I can sense that your upbringing was very that of precision and discipline, that you had to show up and do your best. And you have been taking on the role of leadership and influencing others without even knowing it. That was has allowed you to step into the leadership role that you're in. I know you're going to go far because you think with your heart, you feel with your heart, and your actions reflect that in your work. That is what makes you out of a high standard of where you are today. And I want people to look in the mirror and understand their calling. I want the leaders of the world to step back on day one when you said, it's me stepping into this role, why you chose it. And if you're not happy with it, rearrange your stars. We have an opportunity and a chance and a choice every single day to shift our lives in a better way. So thank you. You have the opportunity where you are making global impact with these interviews. You have taken the initiative in Pakistan as a woman, as a leader, to truly step into your role and your calling. You're giving back to a world that is in need. You're giving back into the young minds and leaders of future generations. And you're dedicated and bringing positive change. That isn't something that cannot be taught. That is something that is felt. That is something that you've experienced. Giving the best to others that you didn't have in your upbringing. Seeing the smiles on the faces and the warmth in the hearts of those students, of those people around you who smile when you arrive. Thank you for doing your work. I commend you and acknowledge you in all of your success. Thank you for having me here. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Uh, I want to know that about the fears. What are the some of the common fears or barriers people face, and how do you guide them to overcome this?
A lot of individuals fear what has been instilled in them by the naysayers in their lives. They want those who judge, whether it be authoritative figures, global leaders, even within their own home of their older or elder siblings, or even their parents. Some of the fears that people have is that, Marianne Williams says, Marianne Williamson's quotes, paraphrased, of course, it is our light, not our darkest, that we most fear. And what does that mean? If we are given the opportunity of the survival of the fittest in our industry, in our family, or in our lifestyle, we can see our greatest potential. And sometimes that's fearful because our expectations from others and ourselves are challenged. Am I able to do that? Am I able to succeed? Am I able to move forward with my life? Others fear, like myself, success. because I failed at everything in my life, my relationships, my health, my academics, even in athletics. But if you keep on carving out, Matthew McConaughey, an American actor, spoke in one of the colleges, find out what you don't want to have or be, and you will find your true identity. Paraphrased. And what that means is if you're coming up in a home where it's of up and coming developing, where there's little food, little love, find that strength within to bring it to the forefront in everything that you do, your family, your relationships outside of the home. Because what happens is, as energy beings, whatever we reflect, others have a choice to reflect, absorb, or deflect. And when you see the parallel or the pressure of others, you know you're on the right track. Perfection paralyzes people. So look for the progress every day to have success come your way. Back to you.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone starting their journey of self discovery today, so what it would be?
I'm not really one of giving advice because I don't know where you're at until I meet you. But I have a few quotes to guide you along your way. The first one is to follow your heart, not the herd nor the hurt, for success is on the other side. Herd could be the masses of your community going one way and you going against it. Herd could be an interpretation of what you hear or what you believe in your mind. Another one would be that of taking the opportunity an hour. Start with 5 minutes up to an hour or half hour a day to sit in gratitude attitude and have time for yourself. What is it that you truly want in life? What are the willingness steps to take it? And if you need help, explore your community and find individuals, what their strengths are and what your areas of improvement are, so you can have a symbiotic relationship. Because what your strengths may be at my areas of improvement and vice versa. Don't be afraid to fail. How would I say it? Be willing to win every single day, whatever that is defined by you. Because every time you complete a day, you have completed a goal. Start taking notes. Back to you.
So, this is the closing for the Power Minutes interview. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your incredible journey, wisdom, and passion. Your story of resilience and empowerment has truly inspired us all. So, to our audience, thank you for tuning into the Power Minutes. I'm your host, Rabah Fatma, reminding you to embrace your power, chase your dreams, and create a positive impact in the world. Stay inspired, stay strong, and until next time, take care and keep shining. And highly thankful to Andrea to give me your precious time and also share your experience, your life journey, and your thoughts. I'm very, very thankful to and accept my heart
Yes, always.
from the
Right back to
Pakistan.
you. Yes. Thank you so much for believing and sharing. You're doing amazing work. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're
Bye bye.
welcome. Take care. Be well.